Yeah,
Okay,
it's great.
sorry, that's never happened before.
Yeah, I
So
know. Discord is like really weird sometimes when it comes to that. But
okay. Oof.
I'm gonna turn on my screen share. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
All right. Can you see everything? Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nice, nice. So, what is going on here? What is
Uh,
going on?
ugly stuff, I
Oh
guess.
no!
It's not good. It's not
Oh
good.
no!
I get
Oh no!
I basically throw every game, I guess.
Uh-oh. All right.
Yeah,
I guess we'll definitely take a look at that. Yeah.
yeah.
But
So,
yo, some of these games look pretty good, right? Some of these
uh,
games are clean almost.
yeah, my CS is really bad right now. Like I'm averaging 7 when I used to average like 9 per minute.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's jump right in then. In
Okay.
terms of which one actually? Which one do you want to watch first?
Plastic Six video. That
Sure.
it's the most recent one. Because the problem is I have finals in a week, so I've had basically zero time to play.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah, so I was trying to get a video, which was my average performance, I would think of it as, and I couldn't find one on Saturday. Basically, I thought every game was bad, and as a result, I kind of realized that my averages just kind of decreased. So basically, everything I do in laning is really ugly, and that makes me sad. But I was kind of roll with it.
Not like this.
Yeah. So
Oh,
he missed his
no.
cue, so immediately I think that I should just give it up.
Right,
And just,
you guys wanna
yeah.
leave? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good, good,
Yeah.
good, good, good. Good, 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 good. What happened here though? He just like
It's
put a
gonna
bomb
happen
in
a
your
lot. I've
face.
never played against Ziggs in lane before because I've never
Okay,
seen it.
okay.
I thought he would be poke, but I didn't know how he would be. So I
Right.
kind of learned it, and it took me like 20 minutes to realize, I can just E whenever he throws his bomb. So I'm just gonna eat like 7.
Well, if I said, using your E for his bomb is not good, why would I say that?
Because he uses a lot of mana, and plus I wouldn't have it if Lucian tries to go all in on me with his ult later, like post 6.
Right, and the big reason is, how long is your E cooldown?
Oh, it's like 15, 16 seconds. It's really
Right. So
long.
what's Zig's Q cooldown?
Probably like 5, 6 seconds.
Right, definitely like half that, or maybe even a third of that, right? So that's why you can't use it to dodge bombs like that, right?
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So the general strat, honestly, you're never gonna see this again, but just so you know, it's like stay away from your minions.
Yeah.
Because he can't hit you unless he hits a wall or like minions, or he gets like a lucky shot, right?
Okay.
So that's basically a general strat, but you have the right idea, right?
Okay.
You have the right idea. They're poke lane, you don't want to get hit. What is Kha'Zix doing? This is not gonna work.
I don't know. Yeah, I think later I tried to ping him off. He kind of camped bottom, which I don't like. I don't like when my jungler ganks usually.
Right. One thing you could say that's like, oh my god, oh no, nice traps though. Okay, so one thing you could say for like, in terms of making your life easier when you're against poke lane is get Doran shield.
Okay. Yeah. I usually buy Dorans. You can look on my profile, and I regretted it as soon as I walked out of spawn. It's pretty bad.
If there are any doubts, if I have any doubts, I will buy Doran shield. I don't care what rank I'm playing, dude. Any doubts, I will buy Doran shield. So it's literally when there's no chance that you're gonna lose trade or poke, then you can maybe go Doran's blade, right?
Yeah.
Because nowadays, even Doran's blade is like, it's pretty good, but it's not so good. I'd risk any kind of laning phase, mishaps. So
that won't hurt me.
Yeah, this is just poke, I guess. Huh? What's up?
We didn't really go over win conditions, I guess, for lane. And what I'm confused about is I imagine Braum is pretty tradey.
Okay, we can talk about this.
Yeah.
So in terms of laning, right? When you look at this matchup, right? Yeah. What is Ziggs? I guess is the obvious one.
I kind of learn that he's poke mostly with his Thorn
he's
Bomb.
poke. Is there anything else he can do?
Post 6, I guess he can kind of be all in with his bomb in conjunction with Lucian's ult.
We'll just do pre 6 right now, like before level 6.
I don't think he would be trade, especially against Braum. And that leaves the only other option being catch, which I guess with his like explosive ability.
Yes, his satchel charge is a catch. Like let's say for example, gank comes in, you're trying to net away, he blows you up, so he cancels your net. Or he doesn't even have to cancel your net. He blows you close, you net and flash, you're still dying, right? Okay. So he's definitely has some catch potential, right? And then what's Lucian? I guess Lucian
pre 6. Dude, I don't know. I would assume kind of poke with that linear ability he has that kind of just goes straight out, and with his kind of star ability. Other than that, I didn't think he would want to trade. but I kind of learned that he kind of gets the best of it whenever he does.
So if you auto attack him and he auto Qs you, who loses?
I lose.
Right. So that's how we know he's kind of winning in the trade department.
Yeah.
Right.
If I headshot up, is that like an even trade?
You're still losing. You're still losing.
Okay.
Right. Because he's gonna auto Q auto, and then that's it.
Okay.
And then your damage comes from landing skill shots. So you're theoretically gonna lose trades because even if you land the skill shot, you go even. Right. So you go even or you're losing, and that's not good.
Yeah.
So Lucian's also all in. He's more all in than he is trade.
Okay.
Right. Because in his kit he only has damage. Right. He does double shots on his passive like every time he uses an ability. So nice skill shots, right? I think the mechanics seem pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Overall, it's just you're getting hit by a lot of stuff, and I think Doran's shield will, of course, you can't dodge everything, but even with the stuff you did get hit by, Doran's shield will help you a lot, I think.
Okay. The other thing is I'm missing a lot of CS early on, and I practice like 10-20 minutes.
Oh my god.
I don't know what Ziggs was doing there. I practice like 10-20 minutes each day. And it doesn't seem to be enough because I seem to be plateauing early at like 30 CS at 5 minutes when I really should have like 35, 40.
Right, so let's back it up. So if we want to last hit CS, like this would be a good example, right? Where there's no pressure on us. So the best way to do it is just if you think a minion is going to die, you stop hitting anything. Okay. And then you make sure you last hit no matter what. Okay. And that's where you see what the Koreans do. So you missed that one because you're trying to push, right? Or you're trying to auto attack a bunch. So this is what I learned is in the Korea, in what they do is, yes, they will use auto attacks to push, but if there's any chance a minion's gonna die while they're autoing, they stop whatever they're doing and make sure they get it.
Okay.
So that's the idea, right? Is like they're there too, right? Is that you have to be super patient, right?
Okay.
Just be like the most patient person in the world when it comes to the last hitting, right? Okay. If you think that getting an extra auto in is gonna screw you over, don't get the extra auto in, right? It's more important to get the last hit than it is to get the push, right? At least for now, or for us, and that's kind of awkward, right? Don't do that, right? I mean, it's like you did hit him, but it didn't mess up your cannon. So you had the right idea. It was just really awkward in that situation. But that's basically how you work on the CS is maximum patience. Okay, like if you're working on CS, don't worry about anything else in lane. Okay, that's like the way it works is that obviously when you're focusing on only CS, it's really hard to like think of the matchup at the same time, right? So to build up your CS habits, right, being super patient on every CS, you have to just only focus on it for like 10 games in a row until it's like perfect, and then you can start adding in slowly the other stuff you were doing beforehand, like making sure the matchup is good and not getting hit and all that other stuff, and then all of a sudden you can do both during lane, right? That's kind of how it works, right? So yeah, I think even though we are missing CS, it's not the end of the world, right? As long as we're getting like kills when they like randomly give us kills, we're happy, right? But yes, CS is gonna give you the advantage like you need. It doesn't matter what rank you are, CS is always gonna matter, right? If you ever watch like Abdul or Faker or literally any high Korean challenger player, they'll come out of lane. At the very least, 0-0-0 perfect CS. Yes, exactly. So you're always gonna be useful every game. That's like the consistency part about solo queue is this thing you can work on, right? That you can always be consistent. I think we do have a kind of habit to try and follow up no matter what. Yeah. Right. Because I think you get hit every time you try and follow up, right? So that's like kind of a different area, a different topic, which is like when matchup specifically, right? When your support is trying to catch someone, the first thing you ask yourself is, can I follow up? Right. So how do you know if you can follow up or not?
I guess it kind of depends on my support. So if my support is catch and they land their skill shot, then we can probably follow up.
Well, it's dependent on the enemy support, right? Or the enemy AD carry.
Yeah.
Right. Let's say, for example, you have a Nami, right? And she bubbles this guy, and then they have a Blitz who's looking straight at you. Can you follow up on this bubble?
No.
Right. So we know that the follow up, being able to follow up depends on, what can they do about it?
Okay.
Right.
That makes more
sense. If you're trying to follow up, the first thing you ask is, can I follow up? Like, let's say, for example, you have 10 HP in Blitz hooks. Do you hit the guy? You can't. He's just gonna kill you, right? So the first question is, can you follow up? And then the second question is, how do I follow up? If the answer is yes, how exactly am I going to do it? Like say, for example, it's kind of basic most of the time. Like you're going to auto attack and throw your abilities, right? But it's important to know like, oh, we're gonna Q when he gets stunned, for example, or something like that. But remember, the first thing is, can I follow up?
Yeah.
And you'll know by the support, right?
Okay.
So let's say in this example, if you click on him, it's impossible to get him.
Yeah.
Right. He walks back to his tower. You get hit by Ziggs. You guys actually lose this. Right. So what's the goal here? You guys pretend to catch Lucian, then Ziggs misses all his abilities.
Oh.
And you guys are winning. Right. That's called winning. Right. Because
Okay.
their poke is not doing anything. Right. So that's kind of, there's like some kind of nuance with this lane is that, you have cash and then you're trying to follow up, but these guys just throwing shit at you. So it's not really quite possible for you to throw up unless you dodge it first. Right. Dodge first is always the name of the game. Right. Okay. Oh my God. You're just destroying this guy. Nice. Fast forward. Okay, getting all the CS, I think overall is pretty good. This guy has no mana, so he's just dead. You just touch them and they die, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice try, I guess.
Yeah.
How come this is not gonna hit real quick?
He's so far away from me that he can react and dodge it.
No. How do you know that you can't hit this? This is a different answer. How do you know you can hit a Q?
If they're in a position where they can't dodge it.
Okay, that's true, but
if our minions are low and they're forced to try and get CS. Then...
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
This is an RNG shot. I don't know. It's just it's a bad habit. It's sometimes okay to do it, but for you right now, we'll say never do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Only Q when they want a minion or when they're trying to follow up, for example, right? How does Ziggs hit his Q? Oh, you're trying to follow up, right? You want something, he's gonna hit you, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with a minion. You want to hit a minion, they're gonna try and hit you, right? That's when you should be using your abilities too. Is when they want something, right? We'll say never do this, right? If you want to do this, say, oh, I'm pushing the wave.
Yeah.
Right. The reason sometimes you see this on stream is because you want to Q this wave anyways. You might as well try and hit him. But for now, we'll say don't even do that. Okay.
I used my E badly there, I think.
Right. How do you know?
Yeah. Basically, I get farther out of my auto range from him whenever I E out of him, even though I do a headshot.
So 2 questions here. One is, when do you use net in fights?
To escape, usually. To get out of a bad situation.
That's true. What's the second way? Or second reason?
It's usually how I think of it. I guess if I know that it's gonna kill them.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You're gonna kill them. So that's the only 2 reasons you use your net. So in this case, does it follow any of those 2 reasons? Right. So it's just a mechanics thing, right? It's just don't use abilities unless it's for a specific purpose, right? So when we say specific purpose, we mean like you're only gonna Q if you have a high chance of hitting it.
Okay.
Right, our specific purpose is targeting when they want a minion, or when they're CC, they can't move, right? Like you said, or they're running away so they can't dodge, right? Or they're chasing so they can't dodge, right?
Yeah.
Those are specific purposes. Anything else, we don't use. Okay, maybe pushing wave when no one's here, right? And then anything outside of that, we say that's a mistake.
Okay.
Right? Same thing with net. You do use net for any time that's not a kill or getting away. We say that's a mistake as well, right? Because you could have, what could you do instead here instead of netting, for example?
I could maybe W behind him, so when he runs away, he gets stuck there, and then I get a headshot.
Perfect, right? He's killing himself here, so all you have to do is just trap behind him, and he either loses flash or he dies, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of the idea there, right? Is if they give you a freebie, the general way to find it is to use your abilities for their specific reasons, right?
Okay.
For our rules, right? Sure, other people might have other rules, but for what we think, it's oh my God, you're gonna kill this guy. Oh, you didn't have mana, so he's getting out. He barely got out, so that was unfortunate.
Yeah. Karthus is gonna get like 9 kills this game doing exactly that.
Jesus, that's pretty good.
It's pretty funny.
That's pretty disgusting. Okay, you want to push this and you want to base, right? Okay. We didn't go for the base. This is actually okay in some cases, but you have to know you're not going to base when you do this. Yeah, how do you know you can't base when you do this? When you're hitting the tower?
When I'm hitting the tower?
Okay. How about this? What are your options here? You just push them out of lane. They're coming back.
Hit tower, ward jungle, ward tribush, ward river bush, I guess.
Okay, and then stay, right?
Yeah.
Or if you wanted to base, how do you do it?
I guess right now is when I would base, so that
I
lose all the minions.
That's another option. So that's two very good options. And the third is you kill the next wave and you base immediately.
Okay.
So out of these three, as long as you know, as long as you're not trying to like do something that doesn't work, then you can do this, right? But this is saying, oh, we're staying. When after you don't aim this wave, we know you're staying because you can't base in time, basically, right? So going for tower damage, it can be worth over basing, but you know this is why I like to base, is because now this is happening, right? Now we got some problems here, right? Usually when you want to do some kind of not base, you have your jungler here, so you have a fast play going on or anything like that, right? But this is a general strategy, okay? These are your cookie cutter strategy. This works in every rank that I play in, okay? Is you kill the next wave you base, and you don't care about tower damage.
Okay.
I promise you that will work for every single game you play, right? You just don't care about the tower. You just kill the wave you base, okay? But it's not wrong to say that this is an option. You just have to know the kind of what's going to happen next if you do this, which is, you know, they're going to push you in and you need your jungle ASAP, or you're just going to make sure that you should know that you can't fight or anything like that, right? So stuff like this is going to happen. So the reason why you guys can't walk up is because you didn't base.
Yeah.
Right. So you just have to know you're going to sit under your tower for a while, which might mean that maybe you did want to base, right? So cookie cutter strat, just base after clearing the wave, right? Because you know, stuff like this happens, right? It's kind of dicey. Okay, boots, I think this is fine. Maybe you want a pink ward, but whatever, I guess, right?
I usually go tabbies. I don't know if that's too safe.
You don't need tabbies anymore unless it's like Rengar or Kha'Zix or someone who builds lethality assassin, right? Maybe like Zed, Talon, whatever. Maybe you consider tabbies. I don't think they have anything like that on their team, right? From what I saw. Yeah, they have like Darius, Malzahar. I don't even know who their jungler is. We didn't even see him for a while, but
he's not gonna gank me once this game, which
right. We don't need that stuff. Are we dying to gank right now?
I don't have flash and we have no vision on Tribush, so probably yeah.
Yeah, I agree. You're dying to gank here. If you're not careful, right here. That's a Ziggs W, and then we're sad, right? Actually, who's their jungler? So
I forgot because I never saw him.
Right, but any jungler is killing you there, I think. So be careful about that too. So, but so far you're doing pretty good, I guess. You know, sure, getting poked, whatever. But overall, the idea is kind of right. Oh, this is losing. We don't have any HP.
Yeah.
Oh, this is actually fine if you had ignite. Oh, that's a Tryndamere jungle. Strange. Well, actually turned out to be okay. And sure, base. Sure. Here's some. Okay, we're gonna give you some like band-aid strategies. Okay. Like when we say band-aid strategies, we mean like cookie cutter strategies that work every single game. Doesn't matter what the matchup is. Doesn't matter, you know, how the game is going. As long as you can do this, you're doing really well. This is what I do. Right? Is that you don't have flash, don't hit tower. Okay. If you have flash, don't hit tower. Okay. No matter what, don't hit tower, right? So that'll prevent, like, remember I was like, oh, are you dying to gank here? That'll prevent that. Like, after you push this, you'll know you leave. Okay. For example, you just want to push, right?
Something that happens is, I remember in one of your videos, you were talking to this dude and you gave him like 6 rules of silver to not die.
Right.
And the problem is I have a really hard time remembering all of them. It seems like so much information, and I don't know how I guess I make it easier for me so I instantly know the correct option besides just playing more.
So we can tell you that the most important one is don't hit tower. Okay, because that is the most common one, right? And that's the one that when people say, oh, don't play on autopilot, that's kind of what they mean, because a lot of people just hit the tower and then it's just like, oh, they die, right? And then they weren't really thinking about what they were doing. So the strategy is just push, don't hit tower. That's pretty much all you need to know, right?
Why did I build? I'm building Shiv first. I usually build Infinity Edge. I don't know what I'm doing.
Shiv for honestly, the item builds aren't really gonna matter right now. But sure, you can say IE matters. The thing that will matter is having a ward. Right? Like if I said your lane is catch, right? So and their lane is poke. So if you have a pink ward, how effective is that against poke?
Super good.
Right, because if you pink this, you can't walk up or he gets caught. Right. Or if you pink that bush, you know, same thing, right? And then in which case, you know, they're in trouble now. Now they have to somehow kill the ward, or you know, give up the bush or give up the lane, right? So yeah, that might be something you want to get.
Okay. Something I find is if I ward or pink ward Tribush, within a minute, it's usually always broken. Is it worth it at that point?
Are you talking about this? You're playing blue or red?
I'm on blue.
So if you're playing blue, and you ward it and they push you in, what's gonna happen next?
Then my ward's gonna go away.
Right, because they just take it and you're busy clearing the wave, right? So if you're pushing into them, then that's never gonna be taken.
Okay.
Right. So basically, if you're getting pushed in, you don't have many red trinket spots, right? So let's say you're getting pushed in and you ward that. What would be the reason behind it? You have some kind of gank going on immediately. Because when they go clear it, you go, they're face checking jungle, right? Something like that. Or maybe you say something like, we have a TP ward behind them, so you put the ward down so they get baited to clear it or something like that, right? Otherwise, you hold on to it. And then maybe you can sneak in here. And then say you're getting pushed in because of the matchup, right? You're all in versus trade, and they're pushing you in. You're all in, you clear this wave, you pink this bush, you hide in here. They come up, you kill them, right? For example. So that would be the reason why the pink ward's super effective there. But yeah, if you think it's gonna get taken because they're about to push you in, you don't put it down. Oh, okay, let's talk about it. So we say mechanics are fine. It's like traps are good, Q is good, and then we have like
I have a really bad habit where I use my
net is like weird. Yeah. See, like Q is great. Like your hit percentage is great. You have the right idea when you're using traps. It's just when you use your net and your ulti, I'm like, what's going on, right? What's the reasoning? What's the reasoning here?
When I use my ulti, I'm locked in place, so they can just charge on me and hit me.
Right, but uses for net. Let's talk about one at a time, right? So what do we say for net? We're gonna hammer it in. Repetition hammers it in, right?
Use it
like
to
in
get
school.
away, and use it if it's a guaranteed kill.
Yes, right. Repetition is going to is the best way to learn, right? In like school, right? They're like, oh, here's some math formulas. Do some math problems, over and over again with the formula, right? So same thing. Is our formula is you gotta kill them or you gotta escape, and we're doing neither. So that's how we know it doesn't work, right? Okay. It doesn't make sense, right?
I should Q there, maybe, or what?
You can just auto, right?
Okay.
And then you can do something like how do you know you're gonna kill him? You can say something like we fake hit Lucian and then EQ ulti, right? That could work. Okay. Right? That counts as killing him. But in here, we're just kind of net. You know what I'm saying? Okay. We didn't have any plan in mind, right? So the reason why we hold on to our net is because if we don't have it, we can't really do anything. Yeah. Right. And then here's the second part of our discussion in this fight is what are good uses of ulti?
When someone's running away and there's no chance that they're gonna block it. Initial poke, I guess sometimes if you're going up against a squishy, sometimes. Okay,
we'll say for me, I'm doing 20% poke on someone who has no sustain, and 80% you gotta kill someone. So for you, we'll do 100%. You gotta kill someone with ulti. That's it. Okay. Only kill someone with ulti. So if we look at this, are we killing anyone?
No.
Agreed, because even if you hit him, it's not gonna kill him, right? So it's always better to save it, right? Because maybe later you can trade them down to enough HP where you can kill them, right? Or you can combo with a Karthus ulti or something like that, right? Basically, the reason why we emphasize saving abilities and or using it for specific moments is because it's more effective that way, right? You get more value out of it. Right, that's how the difference between someone who fights well and someone who fights like great is that they get like the best value out of it, right? Like let's say for example, Malphite ulti is 2 people versus Malphite ulti is 5 people, right? One has more value, but it's still kind of the same idea, right? So you're ulting someone. Here it's just we need to get more value out of our abilities. This is what's going on, right? And the way we're using it now is not good enough. Oh my god, if he killed him in the face, he would have killed him. Oh my god, that's a kill. Oh my god, Karthus is killing everyone. What?
Yeah. It was pretty good. I got carried by my team this game, basically.
How much HP does he have? Dude, no shame in that. As long as you... Oh, he healed. Okay. One of the important things about League is also that carrying is not necessarily, 1v9, right? It's doing your job and making sure you're not giving away free stuff, right? And then, as a team, you guys can win the game, right? So basically what I basically teach is, how do we be consistently useful every single game? Right. So not hitting tower will prevent you from throwing, for example. Aiming only CS will make you useful no matter what. It doesn't matter how the lane goes. Support can be 0 and 5. You can still do really well, for example, right? Stuff like that is what we're aiming for, right? So far, what I'd say is, for mechanics is save your E, save your ulti, right? We would even say not a good usage of E here, right? What's a good usage of E is maybe, dodging Ziggs ulti, right? You're trying to get away, quote unquote. Still, it falls under our kind of category of good usage, right? But your Q is great. We don't have to talk about that. Your traps seems good, right? Okay. yeah, like this is 10 out. This is so good, right? Stuff like this, you're already doing really well. So it's the other stuff that's kind of it looks weird, right? Because it's not quite right, or not quite as good as it could be. So yeah, and then push this. Sure. Okay, hit this. Just push. Sure. Right. So here's your cookie cutter strategy. Is in lane, you're gonna push if you can, right? And then do something else that's not hit the tower. Right. Unless your team is like literally hooking them or something like that. You don't want to do anything down there, right? You just want to go ward, right? Yeah. That'll like basically work for every game. And it's like, yes, you can do something different depending on the matchup, right? But I think that's we got bigger fish to fry than fine tuning that idea, right? Right now it's just if you can push and then back off, right? Some examples I can give you of like fine tuning the idea is, if you have a poke support and you guys have flash, you can poke them on the tower, right? But we're not gonna worry about that right now, right? Because you know, if you just push and don't poke them on the tower, you can still hide in this bush and poke them, right? So this way, it's always gonna be good if you just push, right? Just pushing and not hitting tower is always gonna be good, right? Here, how come we can hit tower? I guess.
We have vision of Tri and River Bush. I have my flash up. It's only Ziggs, so
yes. So literally no way a gank can come, and you have flash, right? Yeah. So the only time you want to hit towers is if it's mega free, right? When they're all dead, for example. Yes, same thing here, right? Same thing here. It's also like losing you mana too as well. So you already know. I think that's an easy fix. Is just never use E, never use ulti, and then when it's super obvious, you will use it. Okay, but your Q and your W very good overall. Okay, traps. Oh, nice try on that one. I think it was a nice attempt. Oh my god, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Does it work? Oh, it is working.
Okay, because what happened is I thought it wasn't gonna work, so I'm backing off, and then it turns out that he could do enough damage, and I was pretty sad.
Well, how do you know? How do you know it's working?
Because he landed him in his ult, and Lucian, I guess, isn't chunking him very much.
No. How do you know he can't get away? How do you know the catch is working? I guess.
I'm not entirely sure how to quantify it.
So how does so when we say like how do you know an engage works, right? Is dependent on how valuable the engage ability was. Okay, so let's say you're 5v5, Malphite ults the front line, Cho'Gath. How valuable is that?
Not very valuable at all.
So it's not working. That's how you know it's not working. Okay, let's say Malphite hits the enemy Caitlyn, right? And she's in range. Very valuable, right? That's how you know it's working. So the difference is, you know, the engage works can be described in different ways in different situations, but generally speaking, they can't get away, and you can follow up. So can they get away, and can you follow up?
Oh no, he can't because he used his E to escape my Q earlier.
Yes, that's how you know it's working, right?
Okay.
And then if Tryndamere shows up, you guys just run, right? But this is is working because you can follow up and he can't get away, right? That's how you can kind of figure out if it's good or not, right? Yeah. And then, you know, maybe, you're gonna kill this guy. Oh, yeah. Well, he got his flash, so he's dead anyway. So it's like it's good enough, I guess. But that's the idea, is that he used his dash, so he couldn't get away, right? But if he hadn't used his Z, it would be good to not chase that, right? That doesn't make sense. Okay, buying stuff. Okay, good. Wow. Okay, so I guess the only farm we missed was just minions in lane, right? Yeah, we already discussed how to work on that, but basically super patient, right? Okay. If your focus is just only minions, you're winning. Okay, you don't have to poke or anything like that, right? Okay. You're winning if you just focus on minions. So okay, what's going on here? You just push, right? Cookie cutter strategy is just push, right? Oh, this is awkward.
What do I do if my top laner doesn't want to swap with me and my bottom wave is pushed up and someone's like in middle?
You can go back bot. There's no hard rule saying you can't go back bot, right?
Okay.
But what's the most important thing in the mid game? What do you think?
Getting
for AD carry. Yes. So doesn't matter what lane you're going to, you don't want to share, right? So if you're forced to go bot because someone screwed up or they don't know, then you go bot. Right. Okay. Like in this case, sure. I think Syndra really wants to be mid because she has really good control over mid, right? So then you go bot. This is fine. You just can't defend this because they have Rift Herald. That's fine too.
Yeah.
As long as you're making money, we don't care. Right? That's kind of the idea is that you need to make money so you're useful, right? That was actually one of the things I had a problem with when I was still trying to climb the game. Is just like I would always have like 50 CS down to LCS players every time. And we're like, how are they doing it? It's because I'm not getting my own lane, / I'm not making money after the mid game. Didn't matter how laning. This is the reason why people say laning phase does not matter the lower rank you go, because if you screw up the mid game, then you're losing the game, right? So okay, they just ran mid. Sure, you push bot. I agree. Okay, your team is trolling or something, so they all die. That's not your fault, right?
Okay.
They just shouldn't have fought on the tower, and it's actually winning. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's actually winning.
This gets a triple.
What should you do here though? When you know that no one can stop you, what do you do?
Oh, I guess just keep pushing in the wave.
Right. How do you make more money? Right. You can even say we can aim jungle camps, because your jungler is dead, so he's not gonna get that stuff. So basically, what's going on is that your team is buying you. Someone in your team screwed up, right? So he died, and then you guys are just trying to make sure that we can just stall out the game or stall until our teammates back, right? So they do some tower defense mid, and they're like, oh, okay, basically buying time for Caitlyn to get money, and or Karthus is getting a bunch of kills. So you should spend that time making money instead of basing, I think, right? There's something better you can get. And then come mid, right? What's the difference between taking a wave, Gromp, and Wolves versus basing and getting 3 minions, right? What's the monetary difference? It's like a lot,
60
right?
60 gold versus like 200.
Right. It's like this is like a lot of money that we could have gotten. Oh, okay. I guess this guy counts as money too. So
yeah.
Oh, baby, kill his ass. Nice.
Yeah.
That was clean, right? We didn't use net, right? That was 10 out of 10. Perfect. This is perfect, right?
Okay.
No qualms on mechanics except for when you use net weirdly. That's the only problem, right? And sometimes ulti. So
okay.
Fast forward, push, and then go do something. Sure. Oh, this guy is dying. Seems good. Kha'Zix is dead, right? Nice. You need to make money. Oh, okay. This guy counts as money too. Go back bot. Sure. Farm. Push it past the river. Fight going on. This is automatic win. They have no Lucian. We didn't have to watch. They're just dead, right? Let's just see. Oh, same thing, right?
Yeah.
Same thing, right?
Yeah.
You already know.
Yeah.
Just what should you do instead is the big question.
Just keep autoing probably.
You can literally stand there and hit him, right? And that's winning. I think that would be better than using net, because he's like walking away. You got ulti or something. It's kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, save your net. Okay, save your net. Net. You literally have to kill them with the headshot for you to say net, or you get away, or you're using some net trap combo. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Only 2 cases: kill someone, get away, and then here you don't hit the tower because they're spawned, so you take money. I don't care what it is. This is looking really good, right? The only thing we can ding you for is, maybe start throwing shield, maybe don't get hit in lane, don't hit the tower, but we're not really getting punished, right? Overall, pretty good, I would say. Oh, what are we basing? What are we basing for? Item?
Do I have enough money? I think I have enough. Money.
I guess. Yeah, I guess this counts as a base. Okay, I think that's fair. It's just somehow we're missing some CS. Okay, where should you go here to make money? What lane is pushing to you? Which
about
lanes?
To push towards me. Top is definitely about to push towards me. So I think top.
Right, you go top. The other reason is you don't want to go bot because teleport. Baron is up, but also your red is up. Yeah. So you want to get that too. You want to go top though. That's the closest source of money, or the fastest source of money. So I think you definitely wanted to go top there. But honestly, as long as you're getting something, we're happy, right? Yeah. Let's see what's going on now. Camping bush. I don't think they have a reason to walk up, but maybe you guys can find something. Oh, I thought, that's not. This is losing, unless you can kill the Sigs and get out. Oh, okay, this is winning. You guys are definitely winning now. Yeah. Okay, kill, clean everything up. What is this guy doing?
I don't know. I guess we're having a standoff, Western standoff.
Okay, you guys are running mid. Sure. And then you need to go make money. Okay, where should we go to make money here?
Top is pushed, bottom's pushed, mid's pushed. I guess jungle camps maybe.
Well, bottom's not pushed, right?
Okay.
So you need to go make some money. Anything, literally anything. Jungle camps, waves, literally anything. So I think we're losing a lot of time in terms of trying to make money. But if this is just going on 24/7, it's okay to hope too, right? Because if you get a killer and assist, that counts as money. That's what I want you to think as well, right? The only common denominator you need to know is that you need to make money. It doesn't matter how you do it, okay? You just need to scale. This is not good. I don't know how you can help that, right?
Yeah.
You guys need to, like, currently we haven't made, the only money we made was that kill, so I guess that counts, but you need to get something. Like, what do you get here? What's money here? Right now. Closest to you.
Top lane.
Yes, correct. What else?
Jungle camps, wolves is up for them.
I think that one might be a little too deep, but Gromp.
Okay.
Right, Gromp counts, right? You can get out easy with the net. And then this guy, this Scuttle Crab counts, right? Kha'Zix is dead, Wraiths counts. So you can do something like top, Gromp, Scuttle, Wraiths. Or chickens, or whatever it's called now, right?
Yeah.
But we just haven't made any money in like a few minutes, right?
Yeah.
We haven't really done anything in a few minutes, so so this is your also band-aid strategy, like cookie cutter strategy is you got it, you pretty much have it down except for this part, which is push the waves out past the river.
Yeah.
Okay. Always. And then you're good to go. Everything else seems good. Like you're helping the team when you should be. It's just that we're not kind of generating income is I think a problem. But as long as we fight, honestly, at silver rank, as long as we can fight well, we don't even need to do that yet, right? You really start needing that really starts becoming the way you win when you get to like platinum or diamond or something like that, or anything higher than that as well. Oh, that's an ulti. Right, because you're killing him, so that counts, right? Okay, fine, good. You have more people. You can't lose this upcoming fight. This guy's trolling. Nice. Oh, just stun his ass. Oh, you just need a net and you're good, right?
Yeah.
No problem. Oh,
that was a waste of flash.
Okay, whatever. We'll say it's acceptable because you thought he was gonna flash on you or something. Whatever, it works. That's why this is the reason why net is so good, right?
Yeah.
That's why we can't use it for anything else. Is that when they go on you, you need it, right? And it's especially strong with net trap combo. So the only thing really we're looking at right now is the mid game idea of you need to make money and the mechanics idea of don't use your net.
Okay.
Right.
I've had a few games where my bottom waves is pushed up and I need someone because I feel like if my wave is pushed up too much in bottom, I can't farm it anymore else they're gonna be able to gank me easily and I can't escape.
Okay, why do we say push the wave past the river? Past the halfway point.
Back towards us.
Right, so why are you trying to farm it if it's coming back anyways?
That's a good point.
Right, so it's like it's coming back, so you're winning by not doing anything if that makes any sense.
Okay.
Right.
So you can like ARAM mid at that point?
Right, you can go mid, and then if they join you mid, they lost 3 waves.
Yeah.
Right, because their minions are eating your waves. And then you can go back bot, right? It's not that ARAM mid is bad, it's that people do it when their waves are dying, when they're losing money, right? So it's like, what face, right? That doesn't make sense. So, yeah, you push it past, and then you don't have to push it even more, right? That's like, when do you think you want to do that? What would be some good examples of you want to push it even when it's already over here where Karthus is?
So if like I would go bottom or I would go top. I'm sorry, I don't understand the question.
So let's say remember the idea is like the wave you already pushed the wave past the river.
Okay.
So let's say where Karthus is right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that's where the wave is, but bot.
Okay.
Right. What are some cases when you want to do that? What are some ideas?
They're all dead.
Okay, that's true. What if they're like alive?
If I have vision enough so that I can escape in case they want to try and get me. Okay,
that's true. And then some other ideas we can throw at you are like you're baiting for your team.
Yeah.
Right. Or you're so strong they can't stop you, and then you have flash, right? So you can't die to gank, right? Anything like that. But most of the time you don't do that, right? Most of the time it's just push past the river, good to go. It's coming back. Oh, this guy just dies. Right. This is all we need to do at this rank. I think is just eat free kills, eat free kills, and don't die. So I don't know what goes wrong, but this game looks really clean.
I died 2 more times this game. The reason I sent this video is I thought my laning was really ugly. Because I took so much damage, but it seems like that's not as big.
It's true. Okay, so it's true that laning wasn't the greatest, but at this rank, the lower the rank, the less laning matters. Okay. Because in the higher ranks, if you lose lane, you can't recover because they're gonna like zone you or something like that. At this rank, you lose lane, they're gonna run into you anyways and suicide or something like that, right?
Okay.
You didn't have any problems finding random kills or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the laning is not something you want to work on in order to improve, right?
Okay.
If you wanted to work on it, it was just the mechanics section, right? And maybe start Doran Shield if you have to.
Yeah.
But it didn't seem like it was a problem this game, right? It's not the reason why you lose games, right? I don't know why you're losing games, but I'm sure we'll see in the next replay. I just do this to close this guy, and you're good to go. And then hit him. He's dead. You're dead here. Okay, so let's back it up. So what's the idea? What's the idea here?
Don't get ulted by Malzahar.
No. What's our cookie cutter strategy?
In terms of team fights.
In the mid game, remember?
Oh, make money.
Right. So after you do this, where's the money?
Bottom lane.
Right. So that's how you know there's no reason to stay mid.
Okay.
Right. The only time you don't want to make money is when you can find something better. So maybe you're like, let's end the game, but I don't think we're trying to end the game here, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe your team needs you in a fight. I don't see any fight going on here, right? So the idea is like, if your team is not finding anything after you get Baron, you push waves. That's winning. You're still winning. You're making money, right? So all this, it doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
You would go bot here, for example, and then, or you could base for big item, for example, right? But pushing here, it's just all this doesn't make sense, right? So based on what we told you today, it makes sense is that if you don't know what to do, if you're ever at a loss, you go make money, right? You go wherever the money is. Unless it's like Baron is up, don't go bot, for example. But that's the only time I think. So yeah, even here, right? Whose is this? Whose money is this?
It should be mine.
It is yours, right? But we just didn't go, so he's just killing it all. So
I pinged him to get it because I thought it was all gonna die before I got there.
Right. But you should just go. It's not dying, right? This is definitely yours, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, basically that's the big idea. I think the fighting should be if there was any problem, it was using our net incorrectly. But the mid game idea is just you need to be farming, right? Oh my god, what's going on over here? Like this, like for example, this is a case where you don't farm because helping your team makes money, right? Because this is gonna be an assist if you come help, right? But most of the time, this is not happening, right? You need to go push your side waves. So let's see what's going on here. So same thing here, right? What's going on here?
We're getting nothing, and I could go bottom to farm.
Right. You can go bot. You can go top. Right. That's a wave. Technically, it's coming out right now. You can go anywhere in the jungle. Anything at all. But anything but this. Right. Is the idea. Anything but this. Because how much money, how much CS should you have at this timestamp?
Ideally 10 or 350, but most realistically like 320.
Right. This is the secret. Is that this is how you do it. Right? I had no idea for years. You played this game for years, and I had no idea until I tried to study other people who did it. Right. And it's like, oh, I see what they're doing now. Right. That's the solution. Okay. Same thing here though. We already know. You already know. But easy fix for you for sure is just don't use your net. Right. Because now we don't have it. It's kind of awkward. And then whatever this is, I don't care. Sure, you kill this guy. That's a good usage of net. Right.
Okay.
Nice chair on it's like whatever. Don't think you have to worry about that. And then how come actually maybe you can't siege because Kaitis isn't here, but this is you can attempt to siege here, I think. Yeah. Because they can't stop you. Badly. Right. After all the minions are gone, you can't siege. Right. Yeah. So you gotta leave. What should you do instead?
I don't have enough for an item, so I guess
remember what do we do if you don't know? Yeah, jungle camps, right? Yeah. Anything that makes money. So it's just okay. I guess we get away with the siege, but they're spawning in 5 seconds, and you don't have Kha'Zix. So if fight breaks out, you guys auto lose, right? You don't have to watch. Oh yeah, you guys all die, right? So the part about like winning in league is kind of knowing what's gonna happen, right? Like how do we know you guys are all gonna die? For example,
4v5.
Right. How do we know that we're not making enough money? I guess.
Less than like 8 CS per minute.
Right. We're missing waves, stuff like that. Right. Yeah. We know that if this happens, this is gonna happen. Right. And then we also know what we want. Like what are some good outcomes? Like if you guys get dove 4v5, if you kill them all, that's like good outcome, for example. Or let's say jungle gank. Right. What's a good outcome? You guys kill someone. Yeah. Even if you both die, killing someone is a good outcome, right? That's kind of the idea is how do we reproduce like the good stuff? So the basic way is just push out these waves, right? Don't fight 4v5, don't hit tower. These are all ideas that'll make sure that anything you do is good, right?
Okay.
That's kind of what we're trying to do. Okay, your team's trying to fight 4v5. That's losing. But since you guys are so strong, I think you guys can win anyways, right? How do we know this is not good?
Malzahar can block it, and by me ulting, I'm not getting into the team fight soon enough.
Right. 2 reasons. I don't even think you're gonna kill. You might kill him, but if you're not sure, this is kind of like a waste of time, like you said, right?
Yeah.
And of course, someone's gonna block it. So, oh my god, what is he doing? What is he doing?
Yeah.
What is going on?
I don't know.
You just you just touch someone and they die. I think.
Yeah.
You can net forward here. Okay, he's just dead. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then had an interesting push. I don't know if you guys can end, right?
Yeah. We don't. All right. Maybe pretty soon.
Just take stuff, right? So this is a general idea that we want to look at. Okay. Let's see if I can pull up my own replay. Let's see. We played a Caitlyn game. Hopefully we're implementing the same things we talked about. Okay, this is close enough. All right, so mid game is here. Okay, towers are gone. We're in the mid game. Right. CS is okay. Why do we have less than we should? What do you think?
You've died once, which I don't think is that bad, and it may have been in laning. I don't know. I haven't.
Right. We died once. That's how we missed the CS. When you're dead, you're losing money.
Yeah.
Right. So it doesn't matter what all this happens. What matters is what happens after that, right? We're just going to clear this wave, right? If you can't push, right? For example, like what they're doing to us right now, we can't push. We clear the wave, right? We actually missed this because they're like chasing me or whatever, but that's fine, right? Going back to mid, you push this out. Okay. It's like whatever. If for some reason they can't stop you, right? You can push this out. If you have the choice, you push this out. If they're pushing to you, you clear it. Okay. And then you do something after that, right? So we're gonna pick base because we don't have many options. We can like try and pink ward, whatever. We have Infinity Edge, so I think basing is good. Fast forward. What's the first thing we do?
Just start farming mid.
Clear. It's always it's not really farming, right? I think that has a negative connotation. Like, oh, why were you farming when you should have helped? That's not necessarily true. You're trying to push or you're trying to clear waves, right? So we're trying to clear, right? So remember, clear or push first before you do anything, right? So fast forward, what are we gonna do? Oh, we're gonna push first, right? Same thing, always the same thing, and then push first and then do something else. So maybe you can't do something because we don't really have any options. So right now I'm not really doing anything. I'm like, oh, maybe I can hit tower, and that's a mistake, right? Yeah. The instant I touched the tower, I'm like, holy shit, I could have died, right? Who could have killed me here?
Well, all I can see on your team right now or on their team is Jinx and Lulu. So
you mean Jinx and Nar, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like and Syndra's dead. So we say Lulu and the jungler.
Yeah.
Right. So we're dead. We're dead here. Even if we have flash, I think we're dying. They run us down. Like this guy's so fast, dude. Like we're dying, right? Yeah. So that's how you know you don't hit the tower. If you're not sure, don't hit the tower. Okay. That was a mistake for sure by us. And then here we're like, oh, we're okay because we have flash. Because now it's 2v3, for example. But whatever, doesn't matter. We're just gonna fast forward. First thing you do is what? Clear the wave. Yeah. This is what you want to do, right? If you can do this, you're better than most players already. Okay. Be like not considering any kind of mechanics. If you can do this aspect of the gameplay, you're winning, right? So like in this example, after we push, we're gonna go do warding stuff, right? But it doesn't matter what you do as long as you're pushing first, right? So sure, the fight breaks out, maybe something better than push comes out, and then what are we doing here, right? Come back mid. What's the idea here? Clear the wave. Yes, clear and or push, right? It doesn't matter. And then how much CS do we have?
Like 9.5 CS per minute. Right,
that's how you do it. That's all you have to do. Is push and or clear before you do anything, right? That's your mid-game cookie cutter strategy. I promise you are going to win if you can do this and the other guy cannot. And they cannot. Cool. Most of the AD carries, all the way up to Challenger, cannot do this. Most of them, right? They don't even know. So let's take a look at a different one. What do you think?
The first video is where it's laning, and I think I died twice or something in lane, but you said that laning isn't as important, but if I died twice, it's pretty bad.
Right. If we are like throwing the game during laning phase, maybe we gotta take a look at it, right? Yeah. So let's take a look. I would say throwing is something like they have a scaling AD carry and then we die a bunch of times, or you died a jungle gank counts, I think. Yeah. As not very good, but honestly, even if you die in lane, you can still come back with this mid game strategy, right? Because they don't know how to do it. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, we can talk about this real quick. So, what's your lane categorized as?
definitely poke catch.
Okay, poke catch, agreed. And then what is theirs?
Trade and Ezreal pokes.
Right. I would say some kind of trade poke, right? So
Yeah.
all you have to do is not get hit, and then just wait for Morgana bind, and you win this.
Yeah.
Easy, right? And if you don't know what to do, what do you do?
Just farm.
Yes,
Or-
just last
yeah.
hit, right? You push, last hit, whatever. As long as you're making money, you're winning the game, right? That's what I want you to think. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a free trap. Oh no, wrong order.
Yeah, I see. I see.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
should have just auto or trapped immediately.
Right. So remember our when we were talking about how do you know a catch is good? It's they can't get away and you can follow up.
Yeah.
Right. So she can't get away because she's bound, and then you have to know how you follow up. You trap first. Right.
Yeah.
So that's how you do it. But unfortunate, right? Even before you auto attack, you trap first. Right.
Okay.
But whatever, I think it's fine. Oh, he steps on a trap. What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, almost got binded. That's funny. Fast forward. Sure. Getting the CS. Oh my god, another bind. You can't trap that one. He's too far away, right? So that was a good follow up with Q. Sure. You guys are destroying them. What's going on? You died a gank, if anything.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
That's actually not the reason I die. I think he it gets bad.
So what are we doing here? That's not part of our matchup.
I guess we're trading.
Yes. How do you know you're trading?
Because we're both taking damage and I guess we're both taking damage, and I'm not in a place where I can fall back, I guess, without him being able to follow up.
Remember our the idea with catch is that they have to go first.
Yeah.
Right. So he goes first. What happens?
Or my support?
Yeah. So support went first. What happened?
Misses his bind.
So that's how you know you're losing, right?
Yep.
Is that you don't want this fight that's coming up next. It's better to just hit minions. You're good to go.
Okay.
But you try and fight. So that's the lane mistake, right? So if there's ever any lane mistake, it's almost always matchup and or gank. Like 95% of mistakes are one of these two, I think.
I have a
up until the
real
highest
problem
strengths.
against trade. I always feel like they're able to force it on me, and if I play so safe that I won't get traded on, I lose a bunch of CS.
Okay, let's talk about this. So if they're playing trade like they are right now, and they're over here and you guys trade, are you winning or losing?
Losing.
Agreed, right? Because their minions are hitting you, right? And they're trading, and their trading is win for them, right? So let's say you're both behind minions. Who's winning?
Probably still them, since they have sustain.
Right. So you're still losing. Okay, what if you're standing back here and they're tanking minions? Who's winning?
Definitely me.
Right, because they're tanking minions. That's how strong minions are. And when we say minions, we mean range minions. Melee minions don't count, right? So that's how you know is that if they want to trade and you're behind your minions, you can win.
Okay.
Right. Their trade is not so strong they can beat minions. They can't pretend minions don't exist. Right. But if let's say for example, it's like neutral or you're tanking minions, you're always gonna lose. Right. So in this example, you're tanking minions, so 100% losing. Right.
Yeah.
We were losing the matchup, and we're definitely losing because minions. Right. So that's how we know. Not only did we didn't let our support go first, we're also trading in their minions, so it doesn't make sense, right? So when you try and hit him here, how do we know that's a mistake? According to matchup, right? According to matchup, it's a mistake.
Because they're trade, so they'll just be able to hit me right back.
Right, exactly. So same thing. You can it's true that the higher rank you get, you can look for some kind of out of matchup advantages, but I can promise you, you can just stick to the matchup and you'll get the challenger. Okay. You can do stuff like you can try and pressure them when they're trying to hit minion, even if they are trade, but you don't need to do that. Okay. Just know that you can. That's like a thing, but I would recommend you don't even try that for however long. Right. Something like this is gonna happen more times than this other thing. Right. Okay. And this other thing, like pressuring on minions and trying to play outside the matchup, requires so many things to work. It's like almost not possible in solo queue.
Okay.
Right? So I would recommend don't do that, but just wait for bindings basically. Or if you're a trade bot lane, then you can walk up and look to trade and stuff like that. But basically only play in the matchup, right? So whenever you play outside the matchup, you're gonna start losing, right? Like stuff like this.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. What's up?
As Caitlyn, what are my primary ways to poke? I know I can use my headshot, my Q, and I guess my auto range to poke.
Okay, so here's an idea I'm gonna throw at you. So when we talk about bot lane categories, right? And you say Alistar's all in.
Yeah.
Right. Lucian's also all in. So whose all-in is better?
Alistar's.
Yes, because he's the support. So when we say that AD carries have like some kind of category, we give them like half a point in that category, right? Okay. So when we say Caitlyn's poke, it's like barely poke, right? Because it's not as strong as let's say Soraka's or Brand's or Zyra's or Xerath's, right? Yeah. Not even close to being as strong, right? When we say Varus' trade with his auto attack E, it's not even close to being as strong as Nami's wave, for example, right? So if you have, when you say you have poke, it's like you don't have to poke to win. You just want to farm. But if you're doing poke, it's like you said, you're gonna use your Q when they want a minion, right? You're gonna auto attack when they want a minion. But honestly, right now, that's like a noob trap most Caitlyns try and do, is just they're trying, like, the reason why we say don't do it is because when you try and do it, it turns into a trade, and that's not what you want. Right? So that's kind of one of the big ideas is first make sure you're playing to the matchup, and then you can maybe look to do some kind of poking stuff, because you know this is what's gonna go wrong, right? You guys were winning super hard, right? Yeah. And then you tried to hit them when Morgana didn't bind first, so automatic loss, right? Doesn't matter who this is. It's theoretically a loss, right? I could be doing this. I would say it's a mistake, right? Doesn't matter how good you are. It's not following the matchup, right? It's funny because in the past seasons, this kind of matchup idea was not as important, because even if you screwed up, you would only lose like a third of your health. But this season, when this season came around, they removed runes and stuff. You make one mistake, Alistar kills you. Yeah. Right. And you make one trade, you all of a sudden you're losing lane. Right. So that's how important playing to your matchup is right now at this season. Oh my god. Like say for example, it's the same thing here. He gets bounded once. Look how much HP he has. Right. Yeah. He gets bound once, he dies. Right. It's kind of the, oh my god, he took tower. Oh my god. You didn't even have to ignite. Nice. Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of the idea is first play to the matchup, and then maybe you can start working on something like, oh, we can try and pressure them when they're trying to hit minions. But when people say Caitlyn is poke, I think right now Caitlyn's more cash than poke, because yes, you can poke, but if you're playing against a trade lane or a poke lane and you try and poke and you're not doing it correctly, you're gonna punish yourself, if that makes any sense, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, what happened here? Let's talk about this. What's going on here?
I'm trying to push the wave in, which when I really shouldn't, because now it's going to push towards them whenever I recall, I think. Right,
so this is kind of, you have two bad options and you have to pick one, right? The lesser of two evils. So if you base now, it's going to push towards them, right? Yeah. If you push, it's going to push towards them because you can't push fast enough. Yeah. So which one's better?
The first one.
Right, you just base now because you'll lose less. And if you try and push this, they're going to freeze it. Right. Because, you know, they can freeze it. Okay, so the difference is like, okay, one, the jungler is going to come out and kill you, right, if you try and push this. The second is that if you push this in base and then create this huge wave, let's see, they can freeze this and you lose 12 minions. Yeah. But if you base immediately, you might only lose 6, right? So you should be happy getting the kills first, right? And then the reason why, you know, sometimes competitive doesn't have this problem is because, oh, they're like, oh, jungle, come right now, we need to push this out, right? And then maybe the jungle can help push it out. But for us in solo queue, you base immediately if you're not sure.
How should I avoid getting into that situation where I have to choose one of the two? Because I don't know what I did to create that.
So basically, they were pushing into you. So this right here is if you kill all these minions, your minions have already grouped up, and it's going to slow push towards them. That's kind of the idea, is that they crash the wave in, and it's going to slow push back if no one touches the minions, right? So in this case, you know, usually you would have full HP, right? So, you know, if they die or they base or something like that, you can push the next wave, no fear. But you just have no mana, no HP, right? So that's kind of the problem here. You couldn't push it fast enough. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why pushing is considered winning as well in lane, right? If you can push, then you kind of have the initiative, right? You can do stuff like that. But this is the reason why we say the lane doesn't matter as much. He can't even farm. Look at this. What is this? He has 27 CS. So you're already winning. You're already winning lane. Like losing lane is not why you lose the game, I think. Okay. Right. That's what I think, at least. It's like, sure, you can do things better, but I think there are bigger fish to fry, right? Fast forward. Let's see what's going on here. Ba-ba-da-ba, da-da-da-da. Oh, let's see. Let's watch this one. Oh, no. What do we... You already know, right? Save your net. Yeah. Save your net, save your net, save your net. Right. Where it comes in, this is not working. Oh, he doesn't have ulti. You know it's not working because he doesn't have Volti. So sure, whatever. Fast forward. Go ward. Good. Like this example is what we want to see. Is like, oh, you push in, go ward. That's your cookie cutter. Okay. That's all you care about. You don't care about tower damage. When do you get tower?
When they're all dead.
Yes, when they're all dead. They literally cannot stop you. That's when you want to do it. Let's see. Fast forward. Clearing is fine. As long as you're getting these minions, we don't care. Wait, hold up. Okay, that's fine. That's really awkward, right? Same thing.
Yep.
You just definitely got to stop using your net. I think that's definitely that's actually become a bad habit, right?
Yeah.
Is using your net like that, right? So I think we want to for sure make that a hard rule. Don't use your net.
Okay.
Kill or escape. That's it. Only 2 cases. What the heck? I don't even know what's going on the top side of the map. That looks like insanity.
Oh yeah, I don't. Jeez.
Okay, he's just dead because he got rooted. Very nice. Oh my god, you don't have ignite. Where's the ignite?
I don't think he has it. Of course.
That's unfortunate. So how come? What in your own words? How did this situation occur?
Soraka pressed a button and then he gained back his HP, and then I still fought even though I couldn't win at that point.
So to me, this is what I would say. We took too many bad trades early for no reason. We played outside the matchup, so it led to a bad situation. So you can always say like, oh, maybe we could have played it better, or maybe we could have gotten out or something like that. But no matter how you look at it, this is going to be a bad end. Right?
Okay.
It's always going to be good for them. So how do we prevent this situation is just against trade lane, don't trade. Right? That's basically it. That's why we keep saying don't try and pressure, don't try and poke them as Caitlyn. We say that's a noob trap because what's going to end up happening is they just trade back.
Okay,
right?
Yeah.
So that's the problem. So yeah, against don't even consider Caitlyn as poke. Okay, I want you to consider Caitlyn as catch.
Okay.
Right. Don't even give her any points into poke. It just doesn't work for most ranks. Okay. You don't need to focus on that. You just want to make sure that you're gonna last hit and then play with your matchup. You know, play the matchup and you're good to go.
Okay.
Right? I promise you, you don't need to do anything else, right? I literally do not do anything else. And I'm like, what rank am I? I don't know. I'm like rank 100 right now, right? So, like people like Double It are the ones who need to work on that, right? Who are the ones who are like, oh, maybe we can play outside the matchup and get even more, right? But for us solo queue players, we don't need to do that. Okay, something going on in the river. Okay, he's already dead. You want to get out? You want to run? Okay, good. Good. Oh, this is awkward. What happened here?
I think I tried to peel too much for my support.
Oh, yeah. You just need to leave, right?
Yeah.
So what should you do instead here instead of walking up to E? Remember, because
place W traps maybe in tri-bush so that they can't walk past.
Right. You can put it here. You can put it here. You just want to get out, right? Yeah. So the problem here is you try to turn around and E them, right? So even if your E had hit them, it's still not working. Okay. Right. You just want to press W and leave. So I think that's the problem here. Okay. What's going on here? Nope. There's no way. Yep. Feels bad. But yeah, this is basically the 2 ideas that's going on here that's making you lose a lot of HP in lane is you don't want to trade because of matchup and using net suboptimally. Okay. Right. I think these are the 2 big ideas you want to be looking at right now. That's for lane, right? Oh my god, what is he doing?
I got cheesed on here. I felt bad.
Right. So what would we say about this?
Since I didn't know where he was, I should have been cautious of bush.
No. In terms of fighting.
Oh.
Let's just say this is a 1v1. Where did we go wrong already?
I guess I start fighting him?
No. What in terms of using abilities? It's like, okay, you're going to use the Q on the wave, you didn't know he was here and then comes out. So what do you do first? What should you do first?
I guess check bush to make sure he's not there before I Q.
Let's just say it's too late for that, right? How do you fight this out? Because this is winning for Caitlyn right now.
Oh, okay. I guess I should stay by my minion so that he takes minion aggro. Okay,
this is true. You winning because you have minion advantage, right? Straight up. And then what do we do that makes it kind of...
I run away from my minions.
No. What ability do we use that was not correct?
Oh, E.
Right. It did not kill someone, and it did not let us live. Oh. Right. Okay. So you already know that. Just never use your net. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know where to develop, but like for some reason, like even there, after you've pounded into my head for an hour not to use my E, I can't even see that I'm not supposed to use it. Right. So
it's pretty bad. This is definitely winning for Caitlyn here, right? This is he's like dying right now. So remember, minion can even beat trades. So minions definitely win all in, right? So this is an all in.
Okay.
Right, because someone can't get away. He's behind your minions. He can't get away for whatever reason. So you just hit him and then you win. There's nothing else to it, I guess. You know, he uses his E. You can net trap. He's done. It's over, right? And then when do you EQ? You wait until he can't dodge, right? So good to go. EQ combo would work, right?
Okay.
But that's how you know that. The reason why you lose this is because you use your net kind of strangely, right? Just don't use it. Right. If this is say Kha'Zix or Jax or anything like that, using net to get away would be different. Right. But here you're not dying. So I think the distinction was that you didn't know you were winning this, I think.
Yeah, I thought I would lose that 100%.
Right. So what champions do you lose if he comes out of this bush? What champions do you lose to?
So like if I replace him with another champion or I replace my probably Kai'Sa.
Okay, how come?
She has a lot of bursts with her. I think it's her W, and plus she's just really strong in general right now.
Right. What category is she?
She's probably all in.
Agreed. And then you can also say that Kai'Sa doesn't count because she can't kill you since you have minions here.
Yeah.
So you would still win against Kai'Sa. That's how strong minions are. And then what else? What else could be here?
Tristana?
I would say Tristana wins 100%. Right.
Okay.
You just automatically lose. Right.
Yeah.
Because you can't. There's no way you can land any abilities. She just jumps and or flashes, and then she kills you without you being able to do anything. What else? Good.
Lucian post 6.
Agreed. You can't do anything against Lucian, right? He just presses E. When you press Q, you lose, right?
Yeah.
Who else?
Oh, jeez. I want to go on champion GG right now.
pretty much everyone.
Okay.
Right. The reason why Ezreal does not win is why. What's his category?
Because he's trade with his support, I guess.
No. What is? His only category is poke.
Yeah.
Right. So he's trying to all in. He's doing something wrong. Right. So you would beat his ass in that because you have minions. Right. You're poke. He's poke. Or you're catch. He's poke. Your minions are winning. So that's how you know.
So I should just stay in my minions right there and just keep autoing him and trying to trap him.
Right. Exactly. He basically can't do anything. Same thing here. You already know, but I think it is becoming a big. That's like the band-aid fix for mechanics. Is don't use your net. Okay. Let me see if we can find when I use net here. Anytime my net's on cooldown, let's take a look. So, when do we use net here?
I guess whenever Nara chases you.
You gotta run. Yeah, we had to run here. Okay, let's see another cooldown. Fast forward. We go minutes without using it. Right.
Yeah.
You can't use it. Okay. How about this?
Oh wow, that was cool to E over the wall to engage on him because
right. We're killing someone. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Let's see another example. Why don't you? There's been like 5 minutes since the last time we used it. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
We're not even using it this whole game. Okay.
That may be why I have a huge problem with running out of mana. So
using net like that, you know, costs a lot of mana too. Oh, here we go. Next time stamp is 26 minutes in the game. What's going on here?
Oh, you're getting engaged on, so.
And I'm still not using it, right?
Yeah.
Let's hold on to it to the last second. Okay, that's the big important idea is that you're gonna use it to kill him. I'm gonna use it to kill him, right?
Okay.
So he died after I used net, right? That's what you want to see. Anything else, we'll call incorrect for now. Okay. Anything else is incorrect for now. Almost incorrect always, but not always, right? Just most of the time it's gonna be incorrect. Even after you've perfected this usage, right? So let's fast forward. Let's see what's going on here.
Yeah.
So if there's anything you want to work on in lane, it's this idea of matchup, and you only care about farming, right? Same thing there, right? Even if you hit him with the net, I would say you don't want to use it.
Okay.
And this game is actually, you could say it's unlucky because I don't know what's going on top, right? So this is just a laning game, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, matchup. You know, you want to work on lane. This is matchup, and you only care about farm, right?
Okay.
I don't know what they're doing. What the hell?
They're trying to chase me, and I thought it's best if I just get out of there since I'm so low HP.
Right, I think it's just kind of the same thing for the last 5 minutes where we try to trade, didn't go well. So what do you do? Remember, what do you do instead of trying to hit them?
Instead, just focus on farm and not getting hit and not getting engaged upon.
Yes, and then when do you fight?
When Morgana hits her binding.
Yes, that's it. Okay. That's perfect. That's all you need to know. That's it. Based on the matchup. That's all you need to know. Same thing with Alistar. When do you fight? Oh, you can't trade, so you just last hit, and then Alistar finds you engaged, so we can go. Right.
Yeah.
That's it. Anything else you consider a mistake. right?
Okay.
Even in the high ranks, when people are trying to pressure on minions, most of the time it ends up in a mistake, right? So that just tells you that you just need to focus on this matchup idea only for now,
Okay.
right? And then let's watch the last one because I think this just had no post laning phase stuff.
Yeah, the
So it's
last
kind of
one was
interesting.
quite a while ago. But I haven't really improved since then. And this game I actually got like 9 CS per minute or something. So I was doing
Okay,
better on that.
okay,
But I
that's good.
died 8
What is-
times, which is
Wait.
not good.
This could be something else then. So
Yeah.
we actually didn't. It looked like it was pretty much one-sided from your first game. So maybe we'll see
Okay.
what's going on here. But real quick, we can talk about laning phase. What is I guess Caitlyn Morgana again?
Catch and poke.
Yes,
mostly just catch.
or just catch. Let's just say just catch. Now, don't even give a category to Caitlyn for poke.
Okay.
So you have 1.5 in catch. We'll say that 1.5 points in catch. And then how about them?
Zyra's catch with her plant thing, or Zyra, and then Zaya is I get all in post 6, pre 6. I think trade.
Okay, let's do Zyra first. So
Okay.
she has catch and
poke.
yes, because you have no response to plant Q, right? Pretty much no response, right? And then what's Zaya? How many categories does Zaya fit in?
I don't think she's poke. I don't think she's catch unless she has something to catch you with. I don't know.
What CC can she catch you with? I guess.
If she hits enough feathers on you when she takes back her arrow.
Right. So she counts as catch. Right.
Okay. And then I guess would you call her all in? I would think so.
Right. Why would you say all in?
She has her W, which just throws out a bunch of feathers, but yeah.
Right. You're automatically losing. You're trying to all in Zaya. It's already losing. Right. The only one who can the only person who can be faster than Zaya is probably Lucian with press the attack. Like
Okay.
Varus is losing, Kog'Maw is losing. Zaya's W is so strong, right? So she's catch all in, and what else?
I guess trade.
Yes, because why?
Because of her W, I don't know.
Yes, her W,
Okay.
dude. Her W is fucking disgusting, dude. She can just use it to trade and or turning into an all in. So
Why do you not like the player then? If
because-
her W is so strong?
because she has all of these things she can do, how hard is she to play?
I'd imagine pretty hard is what you said.
Right, so you make one mistake late game, it's over. So it's like,
Okay.
oh, I don't really. That's not my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She is good, but it's gonna turn into like, how perfect can you play? You make a mistake, now you're upset, right? So that's why I tend to not play her, right?
Okay.
And that's why she's very good. But that's also why she's not just always picked, right? It's because the skill to reward ratio is just is very high, right? There's like a high skill, you get high reward, but you know, how much concentration do you have when you're playing Zaya, right? If you're only focusing on mechanics, sometimes you get caught by something, or you're doing something that's suboptimal, right? Anything like that. So what's something here that we discussed about with last inning that you could try?
Just wait until we know
Right.
that's gonna die.
If you think there's any chance that this thing is gonna die, you just don't hit this minion. You just wait and you just
Okay.
hit this minion, right? So patience. Trying to hit, I would say don't even try to hit Zaya, right? Unless when is a good time when you can trade against, you know, trade / not trade.
If she's going for one of my minions.
We'll say don't do that for now, right? That's the thing we don't
Okay.
want to do right now.
When
When was the case that, remember how we're like, they can't just walk up?
jeez, a little freaking wood board.
If she's standing here and you hit her, this is losing, right?
Yeah.
If she stands here and you hit her, it's still losing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if she stands here and you hit her, is that winning or losing?
Yeah, it's winning because I have my minions there.
Yes, minions. That's the only time you can look for it. Okay, this is also one of the reasons why, if you do want to look for pressure on minions, like when they're trying to last hit, you do it on your range minions
Okay.
because they try and hit back, they get hit by range minions. Oh my god.
Yeah.
If I said there was a kill here, how do you do it?
Dodge Zyra's, or maybe I should flash in there. I don't know. That may be too aggressive, but basically I have to dodge Zyra's route.
Right. This is a flash trap is viable, but
Okay.
it's okay if you can't find that. That's really hard, I think. Right.
Yeah.
And you'd have to be expecting the Morgbind to come out, right?
Yeah.
And how do we know that flash trap is killing?
Because
Assuming
she's on,
ignite.
Yeah, because
assuming
she's
ignite.
on low HP.
Right.
Yeah.
She's
I
half
can
health,
flash
so
against
she's
guaranteed.
it's just damage. Yeah, just knowing damage, right?
Yeah.
But unfortunate that couldn't find it. Is fine. Back to business as usual, just waiting for a bind, right? Anything else you consider a mistake, right?
Okay.
Anything that's not waiting for a bind is a mistake. This is getting close to killing her, right? Which is why I can't just say it's bad, because you almost killed her, right?
Yeah. If I EW there, I'll probably kill her.
Right, but most of the time I think you just got to get rid of that habit. Right?
Okay.
For the most part, just get rid of that habit, right? It's better to even auto W at this point, and then auto E, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say just get rid of that habit right now, and then you're good to go for fighting. Fast forward. Morgana has no mana, so you can't do anything. Nice look on the traps here, but same thing. If you want to do Q stuff, it's when they're going for minions, right? Just don't do it for auto attacks, right?
Okay.
Don't try and hit them with auto attacks if they're going for minions. That's just a trap right now, right? Don't do that. You got bigger fish to fry in terms of lane matchups, right? And he's just pushing. How does your Morgana literally have nothing? That's kind of weird. Oh my god, what are they doing?
Throwing.
Oh my god. This is actually hard to do, but this is just like a side note for Caitlyn is if they stand on a random trap, you Q first.
Oh, yeah.
Right, but not something you need to work on. So don't even worry about that. It's just if you remember sometime in the future, that's what you do. Because the Q, if you Q second, you'll always miss. You're too far away, right? And you'll always get the auto attack off, no worries. So, oh, what's going on here? Right, this is why we say, you know, she wins trades, right? Can't really do anything if she presses W. She died? How did Morgana die? What? Died to a plant. That's kind of weird. Not your fault. Let's fast forward. Oh, we got hit by a catch, so we're dying, right? Pretty much everything in lane can be explained by lane matchup, right? Okay. Make sense? Yeah. Fast forward. What happened here? I think we're not being patient with minions here. Oh, never mind. That was just an accident. Oh, that was an accident too. No. No. That's just tragic.
Yeah.
All right. So just remember that in lane, winning is considered good farm. Okay. That's called winning, right? In solo queue, winning is good farm. That's all you need to do. So don't worry about literally anything else except following up on like catch or engage or whatever, right? Everything else is unnecessary. Secondary to farming and not dying to gank. Honestly, I didn't see you die to gank at all. So I think you've been playing really safe. If there was a time you died to gank, it's probably like you have no HP because you got poked down or you tried to hit the tower, so you die, right? Oh my god, let's watch this. This is killing. Oh my god. Oh yes. Oh yes. You can even ulti this, right? We consider this killing because they have to do something to block it. Yeah. Okay. The reason why the Malzahar one wasn't considered is because I don't think it was gonna kill Ziggs and he's already in way, right? You want to make them move. That's fine, right? Okay, traps is good. Oh, I feel like if you had net, you'd try and walk up in net, right?
Yeah, I definitely would.
So right, just break that habit, and your fighting is really good, right? Okay. Oh my god, we killed this guy. You don't even have to follow up here.
Oh, I should. Okay, I did flash that.
That's a nice try. I think it's worth, right? I think it's fine to go for that. Oh, what do we do here? That's not quite right.
The wave's gonna push towards them.
How do you know?
Because I have more minions in them, or it's
right,
pushed farther in the river.
Right, it's really close to the middle, and you have 4 extra minions. So you're losing 6 minions here, right? If you see there's a trend in what we're discussing, it's how can you maximize your money, right? Yeah. How do we make sure we don't miss minions, right? So okay, let's fast forward past the laning phase because it seems like it's we discussed pretty much everything there is to go over for you to work on. Oh my god, Kha'Zix's killing everyone. You're gonna push. You can even base here, right? Anything that doesn't involve hitting tower if you're not sure, right? Jungle comes out, you're dying, I think. Yeah. You have no flash, so push and base. You better base, I hope. Okay, nice. Just base, right? You don't care what they do, and then good. Okay. Fast forward. Oh
my, what? Okay, I don't know.
Right, what's going on?
I don't.
What's going on here?
I don't know.
So if you wanted to hit Xayah, how do you do it?
I should wait for my minions, probably.
You can put a trap down, or you can Q, right? But remember, your priority is minions, dude. You don't care about your tower. You don't care about their tower. You just care about minions. You want to hit her, put a trap down, whatever. But make sure you don't miss any of these, right? EQ doesn't make sense because it wasn't killing her, right? Oh my god, what is she doing? She's dying. Awkward. You can say that you probably don't want to ulti, honestly. Yeah. I was gonna say it's maybe okay. I would probably just still not even. Still not
Okay.
even ulti. Oh my god. This is killing. This is winning for Morgana for sure. Oh, you want a Q there?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because my W is too late.
Right, it's not in range, so
Yeah.
I think it's fine. If you get them, it's fine. Oh, this is a trap. Goodbye, Zyra. You didn't. Oh, she walked into it anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. It
Yeah.
worked out, right? This is why we say we don't really laning. This is why the laning stuff matters less, is because they just kill themselves hitting the tower, right?
Yeah.
So, the big concepts: money, 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 money. Stop using your net.
Okay.
Okay, push tower, sure. And then, okay, you do something, you ward. Okay, what's the next step?
I don't have enough money. Or, nah, it's probably not worth it for a pickaxe.
Agreed, not worth. So
Yeah.
what do you do instead? Come back to lane. Perfect. Right.
Okay.
Push this out and then do something, right? That's all we want to see. You want to push and or clear. Sure. Okay, that's kind of awkward. What's going on here? Right. Impatience.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Just be patient with these minions. And I think that will fix your CS score, right? You say you like do 10, 20 minutes of practice a day. As long as you're patient, you're going to get all of them. I promise.
Okay.
I promise, I promise, I promise. You just died. That's not your fault. Oh, what's going on here?
I think I used my E wrong.
Right, same thing. Same thing. Always,
Yeah.
it's good because it's just this one problem, right? Your
Okay.
nets, your traps and your Qs are really good overall,
Okay.
right? It's just that you just have this really bad habit. So I think if you can get rid of it, a lot of things will be fixed in terms of fighting, right?
The minion. Okay.
Right. Fast forward. Let's see if we can get past your next base, right? See what's going on here. You can buy Infinity Edge. That's good. Oh, that's awkward.
This is before, I guess, I decided to buy Infinity Edge because you kept saying to buy it first. Like a while ago, I switched over to buying Infinity Edge first.
The big reason why we buy it here is because it's stronger than buying Zeal components, right? So
Yeah.
that's the big reason. If you can finish an item, that's always going to be better than buying components. So that's why we get it there. But
Okay.
Infinity Edge is, I think, more ideal. Most of the time. Okay, what's going on here? Like, this is the exception of when, instead of pushing / clearing, something's going on, right? That you
Yeah.
can help. This is when you
And
go help. So
my wave's pushed up, I think, also.
yeah, you have the right idea. Oh, this is a free kill, right? This counts as money. Oh, okay, nice try on the trap. You're actually dying here if you're not careful. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Awkward.
that's kind of awkward. Okay, you can still kill him. Okay, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not bad. You want to leave though, because
Yeah.
they have more people, right? So, oh, maybe if they just face check all traps. Okay, no, doesn't work that way. You want to go back and clear minions.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, dang.
oh, you died.
Yeah. I think if I use my E too riskily, like I should.
You're trying to do something here. Oh, you just
yeah,
missed, I think.
Yeah.
So, okay, it's kind of awkward, but we can talk about this. After your stuff is over, what's your first priority?
Make sure that I don't throw the advantage that we just created.
I think you guys are actually losing. So, how do you damage control? Which is basically most of the time you just go back and clear waves, right?
Yeah.
Say you can't go bot because Eve's in the way, so you go mid, for example, right? But
Yeah.
anything that is not good, right? Like same thing here. It's similar to how playing outside your matchup is like not possible because it can be punished. This is playing outside kind of what is possible. They just have more people. It's just not possible to do something like that.
Okay.
It's just like you're like, oh, maybe we can look for extra damage, but in the end, it doesn't really help you, and it's like punishable, if that makes any sense, right?
Yeah.
Like if you damage her, she bases, it doesn't do anything. You just wasted time. And if you damage her and you die, that's definitely not good, right? So, oh my god, what is Zaya doing? Even if she has ulti, she's dying. So goodbye, Zaya. Very nice. Let's watch this. Oh my god. Hello, Kha'Zix? Okay. Oh Jesus. Okay, and then go bot because you want to push. Good. Oh, what's going on here? This is losing. You want to leave?
I think I didn't know that our tower was destroyed.
Oh my god, that was a sick trap. Oh my god. Okay, you're out. You're good.
Yeah.
That's getting away, so that counts. So.
Okay.
All right, you're trying to get away here, right?
Yeah.
It's when you're like fighting and you use it immediately. That's like the thing we need to get rid of. Okay.
Okay.
That's the bad habit we need to break. So what's going on here? As long as you're making money, you don't really care, right? You're clearing these waves, right? Sure. Fast forward. It's just oh, that's awkward. Okay, go mid. Good.
Is this the video where I die 8 times? I don't know. I thought I linked the video where I died 8 times, but I'm looking at my CS where it's like 5 right now. I'm thinking, okay, this is not the right video, which is fine because it's still showing errors. Yeah.
Right. So we're pushing. Go mid. Clear. Right. We don't really care as long as we're making money. Okay. Everyone's 8 RAM top. Oh, never mind. This is free. The 4v5 is win, and it's a good engage. He's dead. Using ulti for assist counts as well. So I think it's fine. That's good. That's good. Okay. What's going on here? Oh my god. Morgana has no HP. What are you doing? Okay. Fast forward. You don't want to fight this. Oh, okay. What's going on? All right. Let's watch this. How come we have no mana? What's going on?
Maybe my E? I don't know. I don't know if my E could single-handedly do that.
I don't really know, but we'll just ignore it for now. That's kind of weird. Okay, someone's dying. Nothing you can really do about this. Maybe you could have put a trap down, but you already put the trap down. So
yeah,
you just call that unlucky, right?
Okay.
For now, you just call that unlucky. We're gonna die here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh, we got away. Oh no, he's coming back, dude. If you're not careful. Oh, Garen spin to win. Nice. Nice. Okay, go back. Clear minions. You can't. If you can't clear, then you don't try, right?
Yeah. I should
you're
be
dying.
backing away. Yeah.
You're so. How did Eve not kill you? Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Interesting. Yeah. But
I think I've gotten better at that of giving up tower, when it's impossible. Like I don't think I would do that now, but I don't know.
Okay, what's going on here that falls under what we talked about today?
I'm pushing middle with 3 people, even though I should be getting my own lane.
Right. Not necessarily 3 people, but who are the people on your team that needs money?
Me, Kha'Zix, but that's not. Really
Jungle doesn't count. Okay, just like what laners need money?
Me, Ziggs, and Garen. Maybe not.
I mean, you, Fizz, and Garen, right?
Yeah.
So you 3.
Ziggs? I'm sorry.
Yeah. You 3 want your own lane. So if you're not getting your own lane, you go somewhere to get your own lane. You didn't ping him or anything, so he doesn't know. But maybe you're like, oh, he should go side lane, right? Or maybe if he's here, you go side lane, right? But you got 3. Oh my god, 2 solo laners and an 80 carrier sharing a lane.
Yeah.
That's how you lose a game, right?
Okay.
So you want to get your own lane. It doesn't matter how. You go top or something, right?
Okay.
Your teammate dies. Not your fault. This is losing. You want to leave.
Yeah.
How do we know it's losing?
Probably numbers disadvantage.
Yes, there are more people. So
any
kind of reason, if you can't even come up with a reason, you say you're losing, right?
Yeah.
You only know you're winning when you can come up with a reason. Otherwise you assume losing, right? So we're out here still. That's how we know we die, right? Before it happens, is that it's just a losing situation. You try and fight, you're dead, right? So this is just like 2v4 or whatever, right? There's no way, impossible to out mechanics your way out of this, right? The big ideas you need to look at are not using your net, like using your net for break the habit, basically, is what we're looking at first, of using your net for fighting like that. Okay, you gotta kill someone or you gotta run away. That's it. When it comes to mid-game stuff, all you care about is making money. And then when it comes to fights, we can't even see fights, but if fights happen, your number 1 priority is what?
It's make sure I stay alive.
Yes, and then number 2 priority is what? So
deal damage to the closest person.
Perfect. So we didn't make sure we were safe first, right?
Yeah.
You actually die here if he flashes on you and then you ulti, so you got a problem.
I should probably be buying more control wards since it's Evelyn, I imagine.
Right. So what's the idea here? First you ask yourself, can you follow up? And you say, oh, this guy's gonna come out and kill me, so no. Okay. So you put traps down. You do whatever it takes to make you safe, right? But your safety is number 1, right? It's like missing opportunities, like following up, isn't going to lose you the game. But getting caught when you're trying to follow up is always going to lose you the game, for example.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, that's what you should prioritize first, is staying safe and hit the closest guy, right? This game is just kind of chaos, though. This is more going to be about, you have more people, fight. You have less people, don't fight. Oh my god, she just killed your ass.
Yeah.
Right, so she's going to hit you, so you might want to heal, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's watch this actually. Ah.
Yep.
So.
Ooh. Okay.
2 things. It's losing because you have less people, right?
Yeah.
And I think that by itself would tell you need to get out. And I guess you just missed that. You had the right idea though. You need to get the hell out, right?
Yeah.
But yeah. Fast forward. Like, look at this example, right? Xayah has, how much money should you and Xayah have?
or in terms of minions,
terms of CS.
250. So
right, at least 250 or something like that, or maybe at least 200 or 230, something like that. So if you had 250 000 scoreline, are you winning or losing?
Sorry, can you repeat it? I zoned out.
If you have a 250 CS but 000 scoreline, who's winning or who's winning?
If we both have that?
No, if you have that and she has what she has right now.
Oh, I'm winning easily.
Yeah, you're destroying,
Yeah.
right? Automatically winning. All you have to do is hit someone and you're winning the game, right? So that's kind of the main goal. And anything that isn't pushing minions or clearing, if you go help, it better be because you can get an assist or a kill. That's it. If it's like your team gets insta blown up, you don't go help that. You're not getting a kill or assist. Your whole team is dying, right? Anything like the fight is already over by the time you get there, or anything like you don't know if it's committed, right? People are leaving, then you go back to pushing your wave, right? Anything like that. Like here, you should take these you should take these raptors, right?
Yeah.
Anything to maximize income is what you want to do. Okay, what's going on here? Sure, push, and then here you go top, right? Or you should go top, unless they have like a Fed Rengar or a Zed or something like that. Then it's different. But the cookie cutter strat is you need to push and or clear. So
what should I do in that situation when they have an assassin that's fed?
you wait until you can see them, in which case you can go farm, or you wait on their tower, and or you hide out of sight of vision. So maybe they go on your mid laner, you're already there.
Okay.
Right. Anything like that. But basically, if you don't know what to do, as long as you can recognize what a bad option is, and you don't do that, you're already doing good.
Okay.
Right. So you say, if you go for this wave, you're gonna die to Rengar. He comes out. Don't do that. Right.
Yeah.
Anything is better than that, basically. Right. So here you go top. Sure. Kill all this. Your whole team's dead because it's 4v5. Not your fault. But what should you do here if this happens?
Besides danger pinging, I don't know.
Like, what should you do instead of basing, I guess?
Oh, I should be pushing in the wave since they can't get to me.
Right, push past the river. Push past the river if you can. Otherwise, you're just losing money somewhere, right? So that's the idea. Is you just need to push past the river. You can't stop this. They have more people. Oh wait, they're all dead. Okay, maybe you can stop this 2v2. Just put a bunch of traps down. She can't stop you. That's fine. You're gonna do it right in front of her. Holy shit! All right, let's take a look. Okay. I would say even hold on to your net, right? Even here, hold on until the last. Like, remember how long I didn't use my net for? It's like 10 minutes, right? Your net is like your last resort. So it's your trump card, right? You don't play it until the whole play is over, right? You've either won or lost or whatever. You've either won or you're getting out, right? That's what you're saying when you use net. Okay, fast forward. Oh, okay. Then you want to leave, right? Here you just walk away instead of netting, right? Same thing. Okay, you guys are definitely losing this. 3v5. 3v4, I guess. Okay, you guys are just. Oh my god, you can win this. Oh, you're just dead. You're just impossible, right? 3v5. Okay, let's watch what happened here. So, what happened here?
I already used my E, so that's one thing.
Even if you had E, you're losing, right? So what's the big idea? Big idea here.
4v3, I think, from what I see.
There are more people.
Yeah.
Right. How do you know they have more people?
My Morgana's in base, and I don't really learn that there's more people there until they're behind us, but since I don't have vision on them, I should probably suspect that they're there.
Yes. If you can't see them, they count as a person on the other team. Right. So the reason why a lot of times you can push first is because you have more people. Right. Okay. Or you're winning with even numbers for whatever reason, like matchup, for example, is you're winning even numbers, you can push. But if you have less people, you don't come out to the wave, right? That's why sometimes we say instead of pushing, you have to catch the wave, right? You let them push first, right? Okay. So in this case, you have to let them push first because your Fizz is dead and someone's basing, right? So you guys just lose because they just walk around, right? There's nothing you can do. Basically, League is about what we're trying to do is create habits that'll make it so you only fight when you're always gonna win, right? And you never fight when you're gonna lose, right? But if nothing like that happens, you're gonna get so much money that when you hit the closest guy, you automatically win. That's kind of the mindset we're going for here, right? Okay. Is that you only fight when it's guaranteed win, and if nothing happens, you're gonna get so much money that you win even fights, right? That's kind of the goal here. So here pushing this out, yep, fine. Even though Baron's up, I think they died, right? Yeah.
Is Hexdrinker a good buy here since Evelyn's fed?
Right. You can say Hexdrinker is a fine buy. I would agree. Right. Okay. That is A-okay. You can even say something like brand flash ulti is something to be wary of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is an actual team fight. Let's take a look. What's going on here? Okay, not really a team fight. Someone just died.
Yeah. And then...
Okay, so we can't even see a team fight, but this is your cookie cutter team fight idea. If someone on the team gets blown up, you think to yourself you're winning. You want to fight more. Okay, and as long as you don't use your E incorrectly, you're gonna win.
Okay.
The second thing is if someone on your team gets blown up, right, or dies for free, then you're losing. You want to run, no matter what, right? Unless someone literally gets one shot by like Morg Bind or something, you want to run. Okay. What's the reason why this goes wrong?
I think my fizz gets blown up, and then I still try and fight afterwards instead of
Right.
just getting out of there.
We're trying to like trap or do something instead of just leave, right? So what's the difference is that you try and fight, everyone dies, they get Baron, versus Fizz dies, you can maybe stop Baron, right?
Yeah.
And or get minions while they're taking Baron, right? But I think one idea we're seeing at this rank is that there's no real team fight. It's just, you know, whoever dies first, and then the other team has to do damage control, right? So there's a big difference between everyone dying and one person dying, right? If you see them die, you can basically say you can do whatever you want. And if someone on your team dies, you want to leave no matter what. Okay. That's the big idea. I think we're looking at fights in general because we haven't seen a single real fight. I think. What's going on here? Oh, this is just chaos. Oh, Jesus, you're dead. Right.
Yeah.
So what's the idea here? I guess.
I shouldn't push out if I don't have vision on, like Evelyn.
That's true. It looks like it's like 5v5, right? So it's not really a numbers thing. So, what do we miss here?
Evelyn in the backline.
Right. It's true that Eve is here. But basically, when you want to fight, you have to ask yourself, what's gonna kill you?
Yeah.
Okay. So in this game, what's gonna kill you? Let's see if we can bring up tab.
Aurelia, if she can engage on me. Evelyn, if she's able to charm me. Zyra, if she catches me with her ult or her Q. Zaya, if she hits me with her ult and stuns me.
Okay.
And I forgot the other dude.
Brand.
He hits his ult on me and like somebody else, and it just does massive damage.
Right. So all 5 can threaten you, right?
Yeah.
So when you have so many threats, what do you do?
Play super safe until they use all of them.
Right, maximum safety, right? You don't even have to wait until you use all of them. You just gotta make sure maybe you can hit someone. But you just want to say super safe. So walking up to hit someone or channeling ult when you don't know where they are, right? You just need to play maximum safety. So you put a bunch of traps down, right, until you can see everyone. Right. I think this is just super chaotic fights. So I think the thing that'll help you the most is probably fighting. Right, and learning to recognize what good and bad fights are. Right, I don't think you even get the chance to really CS or push out waves or anything like that. So when it comes to this is what I want you to try on for size. Okay, first is the net thing because you're gonna lose fights no matter what if we use net incorrectly. Right, so first is keep your net. Right, only to kill someone or you gotta run away. Right, and then the second is safety is number 1. Right, so before you hit anyone, you have to see, okay, do they have more people? There are more people, you run, right? Do I know where they are? Like if you don't see Rengar, you can't hit anyone. Okay, before you hit anyone, you look for Rengar, right? Same thing with Aurelia, Eve, Brand, whatever. Any of these champions, it's all the same, right? And then that's pretty much it. Those two ideas go hand in hand, right? And you're gonna win all these fights, right? Let me see if we can pull up some examples. Okay, let's just pull up a random example. All right, so what's going on here?
Is a Syndra, you don't... Oh. Yeah, I guess you don't have vision on top river, so then he engages on you, but since you have Rakan to shield you, it's a good fight, especially since you have more backup coming.
So how do we win a 3v3, I guess?
Who are the people fighting? There's Jace, Syndra, and somebody else?
Graves, Syndra, Lulu versus Rakan, Warwick.
Okay, I guess if Jace isn't able to blow you up and then you stay alive and you're able to, I guess, just damage him since he's not able to do anything. Syndra, if she doesn't have her ult, probably to delete you, and then you have your Rakan there to help you stay alive.
Oh, she has ult. She has ult, right?
Oh.
She used ult to kill Rakan. So the big idea is, okay, true. If you're ever gonna win, it's by you staying alive.
Yeah.
Right. So are we threatened in any way?
You don't have your well, you're about to have your flash, but since you have her con there, I guess right now, no.
Yeah. Like what kills us? That's the big question.
I'm not sure exactly how Jace's ult works. I just know that it can do a sick amount of damage, and Syndra, if she lands her ult on you and she has like 6 orbs out, that
Right.
can
I
kill
guess the big idea is the stun.
Yeah.
Right. You get hit by stun, you're gonna die to ulti. Right. So as long as you don't get hit by stun, you can hit the closest guy. So what's the first thing you do is you dodge stun, or otherwise you can't hit anyone. Right. So you hit him until you're in stun range, and then you just run. Right. Oh, if she misses stun, you can come back. But the big idea is that you need to stay safe first. Right. Otherwise you can't fight. And then other stuff you don't need to know yet, but we have more value on our abilities. Right. Because our support got their mid laner, and their mid laner used ulti on our support. So currently winning, right? And then it's just clean up after that, right?
And
right,
did you E on Syndra because she was nearly dead there?
All right, let's take a look. Right, how much HP does she have? Is this killing?
I thought it would be, but no, since Lulu ulted, but it forced her to ult her.
But yeah, basically, I thought it was killing, right? So I got tricked, but basically that's the idea. It was killing her, right? So that's when you do it. And then let's see, what's this fight? How do you know this is win?
Right now.
Right. How do you know? How does this a win?
Because there's only Gnar right now, and you have 3 of you.
Right, 3v1. This has happened in your games, so this is probably more what's it called? Relevant, right?
Yeah.
How about this one? assuming that they're like all dead or something.
It's 2-on-1 right now.
Right. But we got tricked, or we got baited or something like that. So I think this is overall losing for us, but that's the idea, right? It's just we have more people. How about this one?
2-on-1, and
right,
Rakan is able to use his charm.
Do I ever take a fair fight?
Basically no.
Yeah, never. You know, I'm not fighting unless I know I win. Otherwise, I'm gonna go make money, right? Anytime when you don't know you're winning, you're losing. That's what you should be thinking, right? How about this one?
1-on-2 or 1-on-3 now.
Right, this guy is just one dude, and we had 3 at the start, so he's automatically losing. That's what I want you to think, right? So that's kind of the idea. Is if you're fighting, you have a reason why you're winning, and when you're not fighting, you're farming. Right, you're pushing out waves, or you're catching them. Okay, that's like the big idea. And don't use net. Net is the kill and or escape. Right, I think that's the kind of the big concepts you should take a look at. Right, because a lot of times I think every time you died out of lane was you try to fight, you didn't know if you're winning. Because oftentimes you're losing when you tried to fight. Right, it's just that you just didn't know that you didn't want this. Right, like I say for example, Fizz like got one shot, and it's like, oh, we still try to hope. Right, you need to get out. Right, here's a mistake that I did today that is the same thing you did, right? Let's see, any of these counts, right? Anything like this, right? Let's take a look. What's going on here?
You got knocked up, and now Kane's engaging, and you're all low. But you somehow turn it around, and I can't tell how. Oh, but now that Ezreal's here, now it's gonna be a 3-on-3, and you guys are low, so you're just gonna die.
Right, so how do we know we wanted this fight? What's the main reason?
3 right now, from what I could tell.
Right, but we don't really know is the thing, right?
Yeah.
So we have no idea, which is why this is just you just consider it automatically losing, right? Because it's actually 44. Ezreal's coming, right? It's the big idea is if you don't know, then you can't do it, right? Like this one, for example. What's going on at this over here at this Baron? How do we know we can do it?
Oh, because they're all bottom right now.
Okay, so keep watching. So I said no damage, right? I know we can't do this. So how do I? You're about to find out why, right? It's just there's no way. It's just we actually just can't kill the Baron, right? That's how we know. We don't have a reason to do the Baron, right? Our reason of they're all bot is not quite right, right? Because they're not all bot, right? How about I think these are all dead actually. How about let's see this fight. What's going on here? Actually, this is probably a bad example. Let's do this one earlier, right? Anytime that there's a bad fight or bad scenario and you don't know you win and you fight anyways, that's like a throw, right? How do we know we're winning this or we're losing this?
Their karma's low already, and Nami just used her ult and caught both of them, so you're gonna win. Oh, but now there's Jax, and now you lose.
So we actually had no reason, right? So how do we kill karma?
How do we kill who? Sorry, you cut out.
How do we kill karma?
Catch her with her wave, and then I guess if you're able to auto her without taking like a lot of damage from Caitlyn, but I don't think
like specifically, what ability do we use to kill her?
I I think you used your W, and I guess your Q gives you attack speed, right?
Right, but that's not what does damage, right? That's not the reason. That's not how you're gonna be killing people, right?
Just autoing.
We have expunge, right, for Twitch.
Oh, sorry,
or
I didn't
like,
know that you used it. Sorry.
no, we can't use it. Is the reason,
Yeah.
right? We actually can't win. We don't have a reason to win. You're automatically losing, right? So we just die. There's just no way, right? And then it's like, oh, we think we have more people. Their whole team shows up too. So you're losing at the start. You're losing at the end as well, right? It's just complete disaster is what happens when you try and fight when you didn't know you're winning. You didn't have a reason. Is the problem. You need to have a reason. So remember, what's the biggest reason at your rank?
That we die?
No, that you win a fight or don't win a fight.
Numbers advantage?
Yes. So if you don't have a reason, you don't fight, right? What's the reason here? We don't have a reason, right? Missing people count as people on the map, so we're just all gonna die here, right?
Yeah.
There's just no way, right? We don't have a reason, we're gonna lose, 100%, right? That's what I want. That's like the big idea I want you to work on for after lane. Is if you don't have a reason to fight, you just spam back ping, you don't fight. You see like their AD carries bot, okay, let's run it down mid because we're gonna win, right?
Yeah.
That's what I want you to think. And that'll help you the most, right? You don't know you want to fight, don't try and help, right? You have to have a reason.
Okay.
Right. Always consider yourself losing until seen otherwise. Like he misses ult, you're definitely losing, right? I don't know what that was, but he just dies. So you gotta run.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I think you should work on. Right. These kind of 2 ideas. Let's change it to these ideas. Okay, the net thing, right? And you're good to go. And then you only run forward when you're winning. Otherwise, you pretend like you're losing the fight. Okay.
Okay.
And that's all. And then I guess if team fights break out, you have to be like, who can kill me? Make sure you don't die, right? Because I think sometimes we did like try and help a fight later on, but like you didn't know where Aurelia and Eve were, so we kind of just got caught. So that's like kind of the big idea, right? Is only fight when you know you're gonna win, right? And if they start the fight, you want to kite like hell, right? You want to run. Yeah. So that's what I think. What do you think?
Okay.
Any questions?
Yeah. The one thing is that I'll often be able to see my mistakes, but I don't know how to fix it exactly. Like I'll just see it, and then it'll happen 3 games in a row, and I'm still not being able to fix it, which is bad.
Right. So the general idea is you want to make a method, like some kind of repeatable system that'll help you work on this thing. Like say, for example, you want to work on not using your net. You go into game and you tell yourself, okay, I'm only going to use my net to kill or run away. And you say that over and over again as you play, right? That's actually what I did, right? When I was fixing my mistake. When I was doing map awareness, right? My system is every time I kill a minion, I'm going to look at the map. So I did that like 10 games in a row. And then all of a sudden I look at the map like, because it's a habit, right? We're trying to build a good habit, right? So if we're saying you only want to fight when you have a reason, you look at the map before you touch anyone. And you say, oh, okay, they are missing people, we want to fight, right? That's the idea. Otherwise, you don't want to do that thing, right? That's how you know. That's like kind of how you can figure it out. Is how do I know this is already win or lose? Is I look at the map, right? That's like while I'm like looking at your replay, I'm still doing my habits that I built up, right? That's kind of the main idea. So for you, definitely, whenever you see something happen, you look at the map and you say, okay, is this good or bad? And then you have to decide on the spot. So if you can't say it's good, you assume bad, right? If that makes any sense. Okay. And then you can go from there, right? So like here, we can't help because this guy's missing, right? We don't have an answer to Eve. Unless Hex Drinker can beat Eve for whatever reason. Maybe. Oh, nope. No way. Right. She's too strong. She can actually kill you through Maw. So it's kind of annoying. So yeah, that's what I would say. So let's say you want to work on not getting caught in team fights, right? Then you say, okay, before a team fight happens, you're going to identify the top 3 things that kill you and make sure you don't die to that.
Okay.
And then you do that like 10 games in a row. All of a sudden, you're really good at not getting caught, right? That's the kind of idea is try and build a habit that'll that you can like kind of reproduce each game. It's like, oh, sometimes people are like, oh, I know I shouldn't get caught, and they leave it at that. How does that help them?
Yeah,
right. It doesn't really help them. So the way we do it is just we come up with a method, and then we say do this over and over again. And then it'll become a habit, right? That's the hope. That's the idea, at least, right? Okay. So for you, net, right? Just tell yourself, do not net, right? Until you can look at your replay and say, okay, I didn't use it once for a bad reason. And then the second thing is fights, right? You only help fights that are really good. Otherwise, you want to either run or farm, right? Anything
Okay.
like that. And then that's like the idea. So
Okay. And getting gold in the mid game by going the side lanes.
right. I actually think that's less priority after seeing this because it's just a super fiesta at this
Okay.
drink. Like everyone's just fighting 24/7, so you don't really get the chance to go farm. You just need to make sure that when something bad happens, you can damage control, and when something good happens, you can just keep going.
Okay.
Right? Is the idea. So, what do you
Cool.
think? Anything? Any
Yeah.
other questions?
Does it ever? It's more of a fun question, but does that ever get
Mhm.
annoying where you're like coaching someone and then you have to keep like pounding the same point into them and they don't get it?
Not at all. Not at all. It's the same
Okay.
thing. I have to do it to myself, right? Like these examples I showed you, it's like I have the same problems, right? So if I can like explain it and reiterate it to someone else, I can pound it into myself as well, right? So it's
Okay.
kind of beneficial to me too. It's like, oh, I was making the exact same mistake. I was like, oh shit, we shouldn't be fighting. This is already starting bad, right?
Yeah.
And then you're doing the same thing. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not crazy. It's a pattern that you can recognize and fix, right? Recognize and know how to react to it in game. So it doesn't get annoying at all. Ooh, excuse
Okay.
me.
Cool. Well, I guess
So,
that's it.
anything else or?
Just to say thanks, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me know how it goes. Try and work on the net thing first, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, you can work on the recognizing good and bad fight, right? Remember, man advantage is probably the only thing you need to work on right now. That's like
Okay.
the biggest thing at this rank, I think, is just who has more people is winning. And then you're good to go from there, right? Watch your deaths to see if you're dying to man advantage, right?
Okay.
And then if you can do 5 games in a row where net is good and never lose to man advantage and you're still losing, then that's when you need to take a look at something else.
Okay.
Right, 5 games in a row, 0 mistakes from both sections, and you'll see massive improvement. I promise.
Okay. Thank you
Sounds
so
good.
much.
No problem. Good luck on exams, dude. I know finals are a pain.
Yeah, they're
Um,
AP classes, so it's not only that they're
Oh no.
yeah, it's murder.
Oh no. Yeah. Good luck with that, dude. I don't envy you at all.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, let me know how things go. Good luck in your games and in your exams. And if you do have any other questions, feel free to message me on Discord.
Okay. Cool. Thanks.
Yep. Have a good one then.
You too.